Hello, 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 hello. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm so happy to be here with you guys again for another segment of the Uncovering Greatness newsletter. I am Suleiman Steele, and today we are talking social media. So, over the past few weeks, we've been running through the path to power model, which comes from Blair Singer, which has been adapted by Barry Mitchell, which has now been adapted by myself for social media. Now, over the past 2 weeks, we've covered two areas. We've covered invisibility and we have covered emergence on social media. Now we get to the really fun part. Why I say this is a really fun part, because I think this is where a lot of people begin to panic. Chaos. Chaos, 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 chaos. Now, chaos on social media comes in very, very different forms. It comes in the form of perhaps posting the wrong thing on the wrong day. It perhaps comes with a comment that you were not expecting to come. So somebody said something mean or something negative or something that just didn't sit well with you. Or three, you just didn't post anything and there's nothing happening on your social media pages, or people are trying to get a hold of you through your social channels and they just cannot. Now, that can happen, ladies and gentlemen. That can happen because if you follow the path between invisibility and emergence, you've been putting out content, you've been serving your audience, you've been adding value to them. So we hit the stage of emergence. Now, one thing I love about about chaos, sorry, is this is where you get to actually systemize and stabilize, right? So I'm going to teach you guys a super neat trick for systemizing and stabilizing. See, Facebook is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Why? Because you can schedule your posts. So now you can sit down for the week and decide, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this is the content that I want to go out. Now, you can even select the times that you want it to go out. If you want things to go out at 9 a.m., which is something that I do suggest, early morning is always best, because that's one of the first things people do when they wake up is check their social media channels. So, you want to get them early. You want to hit them where they are. Boom, right in their faces as they wake up. You want to have a post coming out. Now, the beauty is if you scheduled it, guess what happens? You don't need to worry about it anymore. It is out there. You have it set up and you can continue going about your day. If comments come in, you can then handle those comments. Now that for me is systemizing. The awesome thing is that Twitter has also added the feature of scheduling posts to their platform, which is amazing. I think it's truly awesome that Twitter has that, because now you can one thing that's cool about Twitter is a conversation platform, so you can jump in and have conversations with people. But if you also just want to drive content, you can do the same thing. You can just literally schedule the post and have it go out. How awesome is that? I think that that is absolutely terrific. Now, unfortunately, you don't have the same features when it comes to the likes of LinkedIn and Instagram, but there are many, many platforms, not platforms, services out there. So this is systemizing and stabilizing, right? So if you want to, spend a little bit more money and have a system software that has it going out for you, where you can post across all platforms, this is one of those. HubSpot. So we use HubSpot as our CRM. And I did initially use HubSpot probably about a year and a half ago for scheduling posts and driving social media from there. And it worked really, really well. I enjoyed using HubSpot. I've also used Sprout and I've also used Hootsuite. Now, at the end of the day, I use all those platforms. Why? Because I'm in social media and I need to know what it is, how these platforms work, so that I can come and teach you guys so that you don't have to go through the process of learning it yourself, sitting through all of that. So those are some great platforms that you can utilize to systemize and stabilize your business, where you can have content going out that is scheduled, which is very, very important. Then now, at the end of the day, the same things still apply that apply in emergency and invisibility apply for chaos, which is serving and spending. So this is where you can actually start to spend money on things like your Hootsuite, your Sprouts, where you can have a system that drives out your content for you and you can monitor it from there. That is, I think it's just an incredibly powerful platform, and I know that you're extremely busy, so you can't always be posting on the fly. So what you do need is you need to have something that is driving content when you can't be doing it. So that is the beauty of systemizing and stabilizing during chaos. Now, it's gonna happen. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen. You're not always going to get positive feedback and people who love you and think that your product and service is amazing. You're going to get people who disagree with you. And that is the part of chaos that I am here to help you understand that you need to push through. Now, one of the most important things in that type of chaos, when people when people give you negative feedback on your post, is what I like to do. You may view it very differently. Is I do not engage with those people. Why? Because they are not my customer. They are not my clients. It serves me no purpose trying to change that person's opinion or view on my product or service. So, what I'll do is I'll either hide the post, I'll delete the post, or I will simply just say, thank you for your comment and move on. I will then direct all my energy towards the positive feedback or the people who are actually engaging with the content, the people who actually want the content. That is the most important thing in chaos when it comes to social media. So remember, systemize, stabilize. One of the best ways to systemize and stabilize is to schedule your content. If you have some extra money and you can afford to systemize and stabilize using platforms like Hootsuite, HubSpot, and Sprout, I would suggest that you do it. But if not, another thing that you can do is get yourself a social media manager. Now, when I say a social media manager, I mean somebody who is full on in your business, not somebody that you send content to and they just drive it out. I mean somebody who understands your messaging, somebody who understands the mission of your business and the culture of your business. Those are extremely, extremely important factors. Why I have been so successful at uncovering greatness as a social media manager is I am fully invested in uncovering greatness. I understand the way Barry thinks. I understand the way Nicole thinks. I understand the things that they will say and how I can translate that back into social media. Now, that's extremely important when you're systemizing and stabilizing, having somebody else, if it's not you, who understands your business completely. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been epic being with you again this week. I hope you guys are really having a good time with your social media because at the end of the day, as I said in the beginning of this newsletter, this is supposed to be fun. Social media is a fun platform. It's a fun area. So that's where you need to be playing and you need to be having some fun with it. So I wish you the best of luck. And as always, stay awesome.